Good morning, boys and girls. Today in English, we're going to be looking at subject and verb agreement or Concord. We would have looked at subject and verb agreement previously, and we know that each sentence has subjects, verbs, nouns, action words. If you would have noticed, I've been using synonyms and interchanging words there. In sentences, you will always have at least one main thing that you're talking about, which we consider to be the subject of the sentence. And you have a supporting verb or action for that subject. To recap, let's read the sentences below. The underlined words would be the subject, and the words in the little circle would be the verbs. So let's go. Number 1. I am engaged in a Zoom class with my teacher. 2. The rain fell heavily last night. 3. The flower is blue. 4. Mom and Dad are on the phone. 5. The children like the dog. Let me remind you that a subject is who or what we are talking about. A verb is an action word. Some verbs are considered to be state of being verbs, meaning that you cannot see the action. Some of these are, for example, is, are, am, was, were, have, has, and so on. A key point for you to note and always remember is that a singular subject is followed by the verb with the S, which we say, to make it easier for you, a singular verb. So a singular subject is followed by a singular verb. But we know that we do not really have singular or plural verbs, but we consider it to be singular or plural because of the fact that we have the S at the end, okay? Here we have a fourth example, one that we looked at previously. The man goes to work each day. The man is the singular subject. We are speaking about one man. The man goes. You see that verb has the S at the end? Goes. So one man is followed by the verb that has the S at the end. So the man, singular subject, goes, singular verb, to work each day. At the bottom here, you will notice that these are some sentences that you would have given to me while we were engaged in a conversation. So you can always read it in your spare time and see we have underlined the subjects of the sentence. You can always go ahead and see if you can identify the verbs that support those subjects and see whether they're singular or plural. That's just for your recapping. Now here's some work for you to do. The instruction says, separate the following verbs into singular or plural. So I've noticed that you had a little problem. You continue to confuse the difference between nouns and verbs, singular and plural. I want you to remember that when we're speaking about verbs, the verb that has the S at the end are generally considered to be used in a singular form, or it goes along with a singular subject. So here is the list of words. Trades, inherit, ascends, talk, speaks, run, participate, come, arrives, refuses, plan, forget, responds, familiarizes, becomes, eat, pretends, look, realizes, reject, return, reviews, counts, call, withhold, recalls, announce, have, has, and remember what we said about state of being verbs. In separating your singular from plural verbs, or the verbs that has the S or the verbs without the S, I expect you to put it in a table form as shown, and the first is done for you. Awesome, you're now finished. And so now that you're finished, I want you to remember to send your work for me to check and find the meaning of the words listed if you never knew what they meant before. If it's the first time you're seeing the word and you don't know what it means, I want you to find their meaning and write them down. Then you will proceed with the following exercise. Choose a word from the list of words to fill in the blanks. On the first half of the screen, you see the word subjects. And on the other side, you have the word verbs. Now, from the list of subjects that is given, you will choose the appropriate verb to go along with the subject, whether it's a singular form or a plural form, whether it's the one with the S or the ones without the S. Feel free to go ahead and read your subjects so that you can ascertain in your head whether they're singular or plural. But I can help you. So let's go. She, he, it, the umbrella, the woman, the children, they, we, the television stations in Guyana, the black and white book, the marbles on the shelf. And so there you have it. I do hope that you would have learned something. Hope you learned a lot. See you next time. Goodbye.